Hi everyone, this is Jane here from Crystal Sparkles Readings, just here to pop down our cards for next week, which is first week in August. Unbelievable, this year is going quick. Ooh. So let me just take this card because one jumped out as I was shuffling, so I tend to take those. So we have the Hermit. Now, Hermit is a really great card. I love the Hermit. The Hermit's asking you really to take a little bit of time to kind of go within and to just maybe take a little time away from the hubbub. I always think the Hermit's talking about listening to that inner voice, that inner energy. That can kind of really help us to move forward. We know the answer to the questions that we have about life on the whole, but we often don't hear those answers because we're too busy running around doing a million other things. So stop, be a human being rather than a human doing. That's what the Hermit is all about. So if you get that moment of peace, then you can hear what your inner voice is trying to tell you. What is right for you? What do I want from life? How do I feel about this? Those sort of questions where you can just sort of say, you know what, this week I really want to follow the path that is right for me. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some quiet time to see what that path is. What does that mean to me? And the answers will come to you, because if you're quiet, they do. If you're busy running around like a lunatic, they can't. So first card out is Hermit, and it's asking you to just take your time, take a moment, be quiet, do some I always want to say do something spiritual. That doesn't mean you have to sit, meditate for hours going on. You don't. It could be just having that peaceful moment, taking time out to just sit and have a cup of tea, read a book, spend some time with your pets, go outside, put your feet on the ground, all of that kind of thing. You can see she's in nature. If you can be in nature, that's great. Now, some people can't. Some people don't have access to outdoors. You know, they might be housebound. They might not be. They might live in a really built-up area where they're lucky to see a tree. So sometimes you can recreate that by having some house plants, just bringing the outdoors in. I have a water feature thing that I quite often put on if I feel like I need to be around that kind of watery energy and I can't go to a watery place, then I'll do that. You know, you might be able to put something onto your YouTube channel where you can listen to bird song, or there are lots of ways nowadays with technology to be able to bring that into your life, even if you can't physically get out. So have a think about that. What do you need around you? Do you need to hear the waves? Do you need to hear bird song? Do you need to hear the sounds of the forest? What is it that works for you? Only you know. So the Hermit is all about that. A little bit of time out for yourself. And then I'm going to put down one of these, if I don't chuck them all over the floor, mystical moments. I love this tarot deck. I know I say that about every deck I get, don't I? But I really do. It's really, really beautiful. And it's just pretty and it's fun. And it has lots of really good, strong, positive energy. So let me look and see what we've got. Okay, Queen of Wands, fabulous. So the Queen of Wands is almost the complete opposite of the Hermit. So the Hermit would be quiet. The Hermit would be possibly alone. The Hermit would be introverted. The Hermit would be quiet. The Hermit would be using that to achieve their wisdom. Queen of Wands, on the other hand, is extrovert. She's out there, she's busy, she's got loads going on. Would naturally be quite extrovert, so it's quite a different energy. So you might well see this week that the week starts off slow, it starts off quiet, it gives you a chance to regroup and think about things. This Queen of Wands energy is saying that, you know, towards the middle to the end of the week, it's busier, we're more out there, we can feel like we are maybe wanting to socialise, wanting to be around more people. She's quite magical, the Queen of Wands. She makes things happen. She's successful around business, around work. She's on the go, constantly on the go. Only thing I would say with the Queen of Wands is to just make sure you don't burn yourself out, because, you know, it's great doing things and wanting to do things and being there for all your friends and your family, etc, 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 but don't forget to take some time out for yourself. You know, you can't feed anyone from an empty cup. I always feel like that needs to be said with the Queen of Wands, because she can be so full on and she'll almost like be falling down before she realizes that she's done too much. So busy times, middle of the week, busy but successful. Really beautiful card. I love this card. So let's just see what we've got from the Sacred Forest Oracle deck. I'm loving this deck as well. Really beautiful energy with this deck. So let's just see what we've got from the Sacred Forest Oracle. Maple Spirit, generosity. So another really lovely energy. Let me just put this up here. So, you know, generosity, fantastic. I kind of feel like there's an energy of grounding though with this card because of the colours. That red is root chakra all over it, and I just feel like maybe after we've kind of had our little spiritual moment here and we've got busy, might be a good time to really focus on the root and being more grounded. So just kind of bringing ourselves back in to the earth. And it was like I was saying about being in nature. This is, we've got nature and stuff around here. We've got the nature and the peacock and the sunflower here. So we've got this energy of nature. I knew there was a reason why I was drawn to keep talking about it before. So yeah, be grounded. Don't be all airy-fairy. Don't let things kind of float away. Get focused on what you need to do, and I think that will be good. So I'm just going to read what it says in the spirit of the maple. So it says here, be open to receive the bounty of the universe. At the same time, be generous with others and with yourself. A warmth of spirit radiates from you. Share from your heart and receive with an open heart, and success will blossom. So I think that's kind of a message that I quite often give on this channel, and you know, you get what you put in is what you get out. So if you are kind and you are generous, the universe can be kind and generous to you. Now sometimes that does not materialize in the way that we think it should, and it does not materialize in the way that we truly understand. You may feel like you have been really generous and kind to someone, and they might not be quite so kind and generous to you. But you know what? That's on them, and that's their karma. It's not yours. So I almost feel like have that kindness and generosity, and just be prepared to chuck it out there to the universe. Put it out there. Don't worry about what comes back. What comes back will be right for you, and it may not come back from the person that you think it should come back from. but the universe will find a way. And if they're just taking and taking and taking and taking and not giving, then that will come back for them too. So, you know, I just feel like, be open. That tree is just so open. And what I want to say as well is there are loads of branches here. We're not focused on one branch. The generosity and the reward does not have to come from one place, i.e. the place we think it should. So really just, I don't know, I want to say spread your net widely and expect to receive good things from the universe, because you will. So that's lovely, really, really lovely card. So let me just pop a Brian down to go with these. Okay, so what's Brian going to have to add to all of this? Okay, so this is quite a tough card. Brian just tells it as it is, you know. So he's saying, pointless, mate. Be honest with yourself. This isn't working, is it? So if there are things that you have tried to push through towards the end of this week, and it feels like it's blocked, if it isn't working, then take a step back from it. I almost just feel like I want to say, just let it be. Sometimes we just have to let something be. So this feels like energy that comes in at the end of the week. I just kind of feel like a bit let down, a bit disappointed. Maybe you have been given a lot to something and it's not giving you the reward that you would like from it. Sometimes then best thing to do is just stop doing that. I'm not saying you have to give up, but you can certainly put it to one side and just give it to spirit. And, you know, I'm a big fan of just kind of giving spirit the thing and just asking them to sort it out, because then it's out of your head and out of your energy. Sitting with this pointless thing really just isn't healthy. It's not good for you. So let it go. If there's something you need to let go, let it go. It's really difficult sometimes to have that energy, and I can feel the energy of that pointless card just sitting there kind of going, oh, do you know what? But then when you let that go, you actually feel better for it. And it's a much nicer energy. I'm just going to pop down another Brian to go with that, because I don't really want to leave the end of the reading on a, oh, it's pointless. So I'm just going to ask Brian, if we let this go, this pointless thing that is blocking us and bugging us and getting on our nerves at the end of this week, what's the result if we can just let that go, Brian? Let's just see what he's got to add. Perfect. If you let it go, something better comes in. It's time for a change. Don't be apprehensive. Embrace this opportunity with open arms. So if we let this thing go that we are trying to push through, and we've kind of just, I don't know, battered and bruised ourselves trying to do it, and it's just not working, if we can just let that go and trust there's something better coming. Time for change. Don't be apprehensive. Embrace the opportunity. It's an adventure. This is a bit like the Fool. You know, we're going to let go anything that's held us back, and we're going to take that leap of faith. So hopefully that has given you a bit of an outline of what this week coming up might be like. I still feel really drawn to that tree and that generosity, and just being able to cast your net wider. You know, if you're expecting something back from someone and you're not getting it, this is happening, let them go. and go on an adventure with something new. You've got all the things to be able to move forward. Just feel like there's something that needs to be gone. So thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed the reading, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel because that really helps it to grow, and I will catch up with you all hopefully this week. I've got a few unboxings still sitting there waiting to be done, walkthroughs and things. So yeah, please follow the channel and things, and you'll be able to catch up with me doing that. Thanks very much for watching, and see you all next time.